welcome to X3, One Topic, Three Pundits. I'm your host, John C. Dvorak. I'm here with Andrew Eisner and Joe Engo. And it looks like there's a story cropping up, and you may have heard about this operation called Bitcoin. And apparently police have confused Bitcoin power usage for pot farm and some... They thought, I guess the Bitcoin people have a server farm and they figured...
No, actually, the story on this is that part of Bitcoin is this new currency. I mean,
it's a alternative monetary gray market.
That's right.
Currency.
Totally gray market. Yeah. I mean,
this has happened before. Remember beans?
Yeah, this actually is catching on, and it's a kind of an interesting phenomenon. But the thing with the police mistaking the power usage is that part of the process of mining Bitcoins is that you have to use this very complicated algorithm on your computer in order to mine Bitcoin.
Why do you have to mine anything?
If you have like one machine, it takes you like 2 years to mine one coin.
This is part of the whole process. There's apparently a finite number of Bitcoins, but you can mine your own Bitcoin. And apparently the algorithm uses so much computing power that your electric bills starts to go up, and it's
worth less than the coin. The value of the coin, the electric bill.
They made that point.
It's way more expensive than actually using the coin. Like each coin ends up costing you like $100 or something like that.
Yeah. And what's the coin worth?
Well, they actually have their value, and the value is about $8 or something like that.
They say that there are places where you can actually trade in your coin for an actual real currency. But this whole thing is just so underground. And I mean, in fact, I was reading an article on Gizmodo about this site called Silk Road, where you can use Bitcoins to buy all kinds of illegal drugs and all kinds of stuff. And everybody's using Tor. So I mean, it's this whole sort of underground, nefarious world. And I'm really surprised that the governments of the world must be watching this.
I don't think they know about it. This is fairly new. I only first heard about Bitcoin about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because somebody, I do the No Agenda Show, noagendashow.com. Yeah. Somebody suggested we use Bitcoins for our solicitations for funds, and we looked into it. It's like, why would we do this? I mean, what is what?
Why don't you just use the coins from Farmville?
Yeah, or use actually. I got an idea. Actual money.
Hey, credit cards. Yeah.
So anyway,
but that can be traced.
So what? We're not like doing an underground business here. I'm trying to, it's fine. They can trace it all they want because I pay taxes. Anyway, so then this seems like a sketchy operation. I looked into it. Yeah. And I didn't know that all this other stuff, but it seems to be, it does seem to be gaining in some sort of screwball popularity, and I don't know why.
Well, the awareness was just raised in the last few weeks, and I'm sure, it's not going to be long before PayPal registers a complaint and says to the government, like, hey, how can you let them get away with this?
Well, the Bitcoin operators or the people that are running the project have suggested that people do not accept PayPal as their transactions because they're worried that PayPal is going to freeze accounts if they realize that it's being used for Bitcoin operations. Yeah.
But it's incredible how this whole underground can exist. I mean, with services like Tor, which is, makes you totally anonymous.
Well, not quite. They do have a catch for Tor. I mean, there is the NSA and the way you do it for you Tor users out there. Tor. Does anyone want to explain what Tor is?
Tor is it's a virtual private network that's just across the whole world.
And what it does is
private network.
Well, it separates you,
from your IP address,
server to server to server. So it's virtually impossible to trace you back to your own.
It is impossible because once you can't go inside the Tor onion or whatever they call it. So here's what they do.
Yeah, but operating in a Tor network, those requests are being routed through you as well. So if you operate on the Tor network,
you don't necessarily,
risk yourself.
Not necessarily. You don't have to be an outbound provider on a Tor network.
Well, yeah, like I said, if you actually offer those kind of services.
Well, right.
But what's the catch?
Well, here's what they do. First, you need a lot of computing power. You map the entire network because you know where everything's coming out. Yeah. And you say you want to catch Engo talking to somebody that he's trying to avoid getting caught talking to. Yeah. And so you monitor him and you see his IP go into the Tor cloud, and then you see what pops out. And then you keep watching and you see, and when you start to see this, okay, he's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. And then they say, okay, that's him. Yeah. And you can do it because the outbounds are all, you can see where they are.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not so anonymous.
Well, consider there's hundreds of thousands of these people going in, and I don't know how many coming out, maybe 1,000. I don't know how many outbound holes there are.
But it is pretty fascinating how these sort of underground networks exist. In fact, we were just talking that, who is it, the Pentagon now has declared war on, they said, you know, a cyber attack.
Oh yeah, now we can bomb you.
War. Yeah.
So what are you going to do, bomb the Chinese? Are they going to bomb the Chinese?
Yeah. Wipe out Eastern Europe?
I mean, what are you going to do? You can't do it. This is bull crap.
Yeah, I know. And they're going to take out the internet. I mean, it's kind of ironic that, you know, they built the internet to withstand a nuclear war, and here now they're saying, okay, we're going to bomb the server here and take out these hackers.
So where's the Bitcoin thing ending up?
It's, you know, the cat is out of the bag, and I think, you know, like I'm sure everybody's starting to watch, especially the government, because
I think the IRS
there's definitely
will
going to be some
looking
crackdowns.
at it.
Oh yeah, IRS definitely, without a doubt, is going to be keeping a very close eye on this.
Yeah. But in the meantime, look at it. If your organization, apparently the EEF accepts Bitcoins, you know, so if you're...
For
you know,
what?
If you're selling...
What does the EEF sell? T-shirts?
You're going to see it on Craigslist. You're going to say, you know, Bitcoins accepted
Bitcoins accepted.
for, you know, 56 Chevy for sale. 22 Bitcoins.
Yeah.
Asking. Our best offer.
Yeah. Well, I won't be buying anything with Bitcoins anytime soon. You've been watching Experts.